These drummers didn't just keep time, they took the spotlight.
It's kind of rare for a drummer to front a band, but of course there are some great exceptions. A while back, our friend Owen Ling wrote about his top 10 favorite singing drummers, and it became one of our most popular posts ever. Let's have a look at what Owen had to say.
There have been a number of drummers who have done double duty, both pounding out the time and lending a key vocal bit to more than a few huge hits. It's hard to choose those who did it best, but here's a short list of 10 great singing drummers. Roger Taylor. Seated behind Queen, Roger Taylor's mellifluous screams found their way into the rock opera hit Bohemian Rhapsody. Taylor traditionally sang the tracks that he wrote, those fiery pipes heard in concert through the punchy "I'm in love with my car." Taylor proved the first band member to release a solo single, a tasty cover of the Parliament's "I Wanna Testify." It hardly bothered the charts, but gave Taylor a taste for singing by himself. Kevin Godley. Though he was the only member who didn't sing a 10cc #1 hit, Kevin Godley's ghostly falsettos brought power to their album ballads. Unenthused by 10cc's foray into more conventional pop, Godley quit the band with guitarist Lol Creme to focus on the triple album Consequences. They sidestepped into the world of pop directing. Video direction proved an income, music their creative outlet. The duo's touching "Cry" was heard in a popular Miami Vice episode. Dave Grohl. These days, he's best known as Foo Fighters band leader and singer, but there was a time when he was Nirvana's drummer. Dave Grohl brought virile energy to the explosive Nevermind. Kurt Cobain's lyrics were reflective. Grohl's drums were exhilarating, shooting the album into prime 1992 Billboard position. He's largely remained a guitar-centered singer since, but he returns to the drum kit intermittently in concert. Sheila E. The thunderous vocals on The Glamorous Life were as cavernous as the bass pedal she kicks. The song's writer, Prince, recognized the power of her voice, which he used during the Purple Rain sessions. Yet it was as a percussionist that she drew George Duke's attention as he used her on the seminal Don't Let Go when she was barely in her 20s. Her fourth work, Sex Symbol, acknowledged how important drumming was to her imagery. Don Henley, the only founding member still touring with the Eagles. His voice captures the Spectres so wholesomely in Hotel California. Credited on 7 of the album's songs, he had a writing style that matched his lyrical drum licks. His strongest solo single, The Boys of Summer, won Video of the Year at the 1985 MTV Video Music Awards, the black and white silhouettes capturing the themes of its song perfectly. Karen Carpenter. It was her contralto vocal parts and clean-cut image that people remember, but Carpenter was also an impressive timekeeper. Her brother Richard thought so, commenting that in the group's earliest incarnation, Karen could speedily maneuver the sticks as if she had been born in a drum factory. Robert Wyatt. One of the giants of the Canterbury scene, his work with the Soft Machine was integral to the spiritual growth of progressive rock. The band's Volume 2 fused the jazz rock permutations with Dadaist philosophies, Wyatt's voice simmering through the speakers. Recording with follow-up band Modest Mole, he fell from a 4th-floor window, leaving him wheelchair-bound to this day. He's focused his energies on his other great gift, singing. Levon Helm. Their material lamented the America of their ancestors, yet the Arkansas-born Levon Helm was the only bona fide American singing in an otherwise Canadian group. As with many of the other members, Helm played a number of instruments proficiently. His solo work was a mixed affair in the 80s, though the doublet of millennial albums Dirt Farmer and Electric Dirt were met with unanimous acclaim. Ringo Starr, arguably the most famous face on this list. Stapled as a Beatle, his country-led vocals were heard on the band's debut. Leaving the Beatles in 1970, he proved his commercial worth when glam-tinted rockers It Don't Come Easy and Back Off Boogaloo both hit the US Billboard Top 5. Phil Collins. Though he would ultimately top the charts with a series of louche lounge piano works, it was his capacity on rhythm that first introduced Collins to the music world. Genesis vocalist Peter Gabriel invited Collins to join the band in 1971. His choir boy falsetto melded with Gabriel's sultrier voice, making him the ideal candidate to replace the mercurial frontman in 1975. Taking a brief respite from Genesis, his most famous solo work was also his most drum-heavy work, starting him on a solo career that he continues to this day.
If you want to read Owen's original article, click the link in the description below. And please do let us know what you think. Comment, like, and subscribe. Just be kind. We really appreciate it.